Namaste. So in one of the Facebook groups, Galactic Council of Lightworkers, there was one of the members said he was having suicidal thoughts. It didn't sound like because of depression, but because now that he knew heaven was real, and this particular person had many loved ones who had passed, now that he knew heaven was real, how could he just stick around here? And and I think we can all relate to that to some extent, that once you know that there's this paradise, how do you stay in a world with darkness? Well, first of all, if you're in the group you're in, you must know something about the ascension. So in that sense, understand you're going to heaven, and you will be reunited with most of your loved ones, because many of the humans are back now, to end this saga. Most. So now there are some going to other systems, but if that's the case, that's the case. You'll see them again at some point, and at some level, you're always with them. See, that's what I need to understand. You're connecting with them at higher levels, because you have other aspects of yourself at higher levels which may be closely tied to them, and at some level you're maybe in their soul family, and at some level you are the same soul as them, and at some level we all are the one. So in that sense, there is no loss. And understand, you are now fulfilling your purpose. You came here to help. You know yourself to be a light worker. You came here to help. This is exactly where you wanted to be. It was you that chose it. Now, it may be, I don't know in your case, take this damn foot off. It may be, I don't know in your case, that you may be a starseed who's planning to return to their home. Because let's say, for instance, let's say all of us have various aspects of ourselves in various places all throughout the universe. But one or more of those aspects consciously chose for you to come here. Now, sometimes one aspect alone chose really consciously, and one aspect chose, not one, but there's going to be many, but one aspect in particular chose it most strongly. It was the leader of that choice. It was the one who was like, who its whole reality correspond. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, this happens at many levels too. So this happens at more than one places, at many levels, that that the infinite weave, which appears as synchronicity, will bring together all these threads of energy, to come to a point of manifestation, which will be seen at many levels as different things, as different events. So like you may be having a birthday party in the third density, and at fourth density it may be nothing equivalent physically, while at fifth density there may be a huge celebration in the same area with you involved. So that's what I mean. There are definitely, because this is all one being choosing all of this. So there is a divine plan and an intricate interweaving throughout the whole infinitude. So now, so remember, like, you are in heaven. That's the thing. How could you go there? When you're there, you're in the seventh dimension right now with all your beloveds. That aspect sent this aspect here to learn things, to achieve things, to help things, to create things. You are that creation. Now, in the past, we were born, die, born, die, born, die. This allows us for rapid growth, because we especially when we're dying and carrying on karma of hurting other people, dying in that way, dying in a third density veiled way where we have no idea who we are, then every time we die, we created more and more denser cycles. This was the creation of third density. This was the creation of Kali Yuga and the Age of Darkness that gave this logos and gave all of us a huge evolutionary push forward. Yes, the greater the darkness, the greater the light, the greater the growth in overcoming it. So now this is not the case anymore. Now you can go home. We have evolved to the point collectively where the whole collective can come home, meaning we're going into the fifth. The whole earth will become a fourth density being, okay? There won't be anything below that is what I mean. There won't be any conscious life below fourth density here. Be a dead zone there, basically. It won't be third density or second density life here. I guess it'll still hold first density. Maybe there's second density life. I don't know about that, but third density life is out. All right, so the fifth and sixth density Earths are already there, okay? Non-linearly, they've always been there, but linearly, they're already there at a higher density in this timeline now. Only not many of the human collective are now populating that density or vibrating at that level, nor are we meant to, but we are meant to go and over the next 100 years. The purpose of the earth being a fourth density being is because most of the newly awakened souls and many that are not even awake yet, but will awaken in the next years to come, leading up to the 2030 gate. So all of those souls that are newly awakened, they weren't ready to become fifth density ascended masters. They weren't ready to walk into their 5D crystal light body yet. They couldn't even physically handle that type of transition. Some of us started this 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, when we started transitioning earlier, so we can handle it. We're on the 5D track. That was only so that we could start weakening the collective shadow as a vanguard, basically. But so as we move into the fifth, though, first of all, understand the fifth is, in a sense, paradise, because although it's not like direct thought to manifestation, it's pretty close, and it becomes that eventually. It is the place of dreams. And, once a world is set up as a fifth density positive world, fifth density service to others world, then it's going to be a very nice place to be. Okay? But understand, it also will be a place that has open communication with the seventh. We will know ourselves in the seventh. We will be able to communicate with our seventh dimensional eternal aspects and our 12th, perhaps even our 12th density eternal aspects, depending on the person. Anyways, namaste. Love and light to all. I hope this helps. Remember, it's your plan. It was your plan all along. It's always been your plan. Trust yourself. Ask yourself. If you want to die, there's nothing wrong with wanting to die, because we are eternal beings. If you mean it in that sense, if you mean I want to return to my eternal self, I understand. Sure. You are allowed to. You don't need to kill yourself. You can just leave. Sure. Of our own free will, any one of us can walk right out of these bodies. We can let go of this illusion anytime we want. You are not bound here. This is a willing interaction you are having. Were you not meant to be here anymore, you would not be. Love and light.